Hello everyone. Merhaba. Hoş geldiniz. We're so excited to have you here. Let's see how many people are on the class now. Right now, it seems like we don't have anyone. Let's see. Merhaba arkadaşlar. Nasılsınız? Hoş geldiniz. Welcome everyone. Today we're going to have an amazing class. We're going to learn present progressive tense in Turkish, but let's wait for more people. Let's see who's here. Abraham, Amanda, Candice, Jane, Sukrut, Bifiop, hoş geldiniz. Ana.
Hoş geldiniz.
We're so happy to see you here. Jesse, hoş geldin. Jesse was one of our first students in the Turkish master courses. So happy to see you here, Jesse. Sonal, Jinan, Amin. We're going to have a crowded class today. Let's see. We have 46 people. Let's see how many people will come. We're going to start the lesson in a while. And Jülde, what are we going to learn today?
Today we're going to learn present continuous tense in Turkish. It's very important because Turks use this tense a lot to say many things. So it will be very useful to learn şimdiki zaman present progressive tense in Turkish. I hope you guys like it.
Evet, more people are coming. Let's start in 2 minutes. Let's start in 2 minutes. Let's not make our students wait more.
Yes.
Sima, hoş geldin. Emma, Mili, hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. Can you guys write where you are from? Nerelisiniz arkadaşlar? Bakalım. Let's see where our students are from. Please write in the chat where you're from, which country you are from. Malta, Fransa, Lübnan, Almanya, Alanya.
Uganda. Wow.
Jülde sen neredesin?
Ben Belçika'dayım. Belçika. Belgium.
Saat sesleri geliyor.
Kilise. It's from the
Evet.
church.
Okay. Macaristan, Ghana, India. Great. We have London. Phoenix
Wow,
is from London.
London to Esenyurt.
Wow.
Must be an amazing story.
Okay. I think we can start now.
Okay.
And we're going to share a screen. We have 42 people currently, but I'm sure we will have more people. So yeah, let's start.
Okay. If you're ready, I will begin. So do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Today we are going to learn şimdiki zaman, which is present progressive tense in Turkish. Okay, what we're going to do today, we are going to talk about the form of şimdiki zaman. Then we will learn the use of şimdiki zaman. We will learn how to form affirmative sentences, questions in şimdiki zaman, negative sentences, and negative questions. Also, there are some important rules about present progressive tense, şimdiki zaman in Turkish, and we are going to learn them. And in the end, we will do exercises, of course. All right. Şimdiki zaman, as I said before, is the present progressive tense, present continuous tense in English. If you remember from our last session, we said that we use lots of suffixes. I will close the window because it's noisy. Okay. If you remember from our last session, I said that we use a lot of suffixes. We attach suffixes in Turkish language. And of course, for şimdiki zaman, for the present progressive tense, we are going to attach a tense suffix to the verb root. And this suffix is ior. Ior goes along well with the four-way vowel harmony rule. So it follows the four-way vowel harmony rule. Let's remember the rule. Okay. If the last vowel of the verb has a or ı, the suffix that I am going to attach will be ıyor. Because ı, according to four-way vowel harmony rule, matches with these two vowels in Turkish, a and ı. So there's an example here. Yazmak is to write, and yaz is the verb root. I will attach my suffix ıyor to the verb root. I look at the last vowel of my verb, which is a, and a harmonizes with according to four-way vowel harmony rule, and therefore the suffix that I am going to choose will be ıyor. So it will be yazıyor. Yazıyor. It is writing. So as you can see, this ing can be equivalent of ıyor. Not always, but when you think about this tense, present progressive tense, you can match it with yor. Okay. If my verb ends with, if the last vowel of my verb is e or I, then the suffix that I am going to attach will be ior with I because of the four-way vowel harmony rule. For example, the verb gelmek is to come and the verb root is gel. I look at the verb root and the last vowel is e. And according to the rule, e matches with I, harmonizes with I. Therefore, the suffix will be ior. I will say geliyor, geliyor, which means coming. If the last vowel of the verb is either o or u, the suffix that I will attach will be uyor with u because of the four-way vowel harmony rule. Let's see. Otur, oturmak is to sit, and the verb root is otur. Otur has u as the last vowel, and therefore I will attach the suffix with u, uyor. Oturuyor, oturuyor. Then it will become sitting. And the last part, if the verb has either e or ü as the last vowel, then the suffix I will attach will be yor with ü. So, for example, gül, gülmek, to laugh, to smile, maybe. The last vowel of this verb is ü, and ü harmonizes with ü, of course, and then the suffix will be yor. I will attach yor to the verb root gül, and it will become gülüyor, gülüyor, laughing. Do you have any questions about this? I will check the comments.
Okay, let's see. So far we don't have any question.
Okay, that's good.
Şimdiye kadar bir sorumuz yok. Ama sorunuz olursa arkadaşlar lütfen chat'ten yazın. Biz soruları ekrana vereceğiz. If you have any question, please write it in the chat. We're gonna show your questions on the screen. But everyone is saying it was clear. I think we can continue.
Okay, then let's continue. Okay. All right. When we attach the suffix, there is something that we need to pay attention. If the verb ends with a vowel, which means if the last letter of the verb root is a vowel, then we only attach your without a vowel, because the verb root has already have the verb root already has a vowel in the end. So two vowels together is not possible. So we don't say your here. We can just say your. For example, uyumak is sleep, and the verb root is uyu. If I want to say sleeping, I will just attach this your suffix to uyu, to the verb root, and it will be uyuyor, sleeping, uyuyor. It is the same for yürü. Yürü ends with ü. This is the last letter of the verb. And if I want to say this means, by the way, yürümek, to walk. If I want to say walking, I will just attach your, yürüyor, yürüyor. Then it will become walking. Oku is to read or study sometimes. So oku has u in the end of the verb. So it is the last letter of the verb. It's a vowel, so I do not need to choose the suffixes that has this ior, uyor, ior with the vowels. I will just attach yor. Okuyor, reading. Okuyor. Uyuyor, yürüyor, okuyor, sleeping, walking, reading. This was an important rule. There's one more rule, of course, when we attach the your suffix. If the verb ends with a or e vowels, it is only for the vowels of a, e, which means if the last letter of the verb is a or e, we drop these, and the vowel harmony rule is applied with the remaining remaining the verb root, what is remained in the verb root. So you see, the four vowel harmony rule, your, there are the verbs that ends with a or e. For example, ara is to call, aramak, and it ends with a. İzle is to watch, and it ends with e. To eat is ye, and it ends with e. And to understand is anla, and it ends with a. Now, I will make it calling, watching, eating, understanding. I will attach the present tense suffix your, right? First thing I will do is dropping a, because the rules say so. I dropped it. And the remaining thing is are. The remaining verb root, the remaining letters in the verb root has a vowel as a last vowel. So according to the vowel harmony rule, I choose uyor. And it becomes arıyor. Arıyor. Let's look at izle. Izle has e. I will drop it because the rules say so. And the remaining letters has e as the last vowel. And e, according to the four vowel harmony rule, harmonizes with e, and therefore I will attach iyor. İzliyor. İzliyor. Watching. Ye, to eat, has e as the last vowel. And I will drop it because the rule says so. And I will attach ior to that because it's an exception. We will just say ior for that one. And for anla has a as the last vowel. I will drop it, and the remaining ones has a, and a harmonizes with e. So I will choose ior, anlıyor, understanding. Okay. And the last rule. If the verb ends with t, and if I want to attach the present continuous tense suffix er, the t becomes d, because for us it is easier to pronounce it. So, for example, git is to go, gitmek, and it has t in the end. I will just turn it into d when I attach the suffix. So, it will be gidiyor, gidiyor rather than gitiyor. Etmek, to do, and it has t. When I attach ior suffix, the t will become d and it will be ediyor, ediyor. And tatmak is to taste, and it has t in the end. When I attach the ior suffix, the t will become d. It will be tadıyor. Gidiyor, ediyor, tadıyor. Okay. Do you have any questions about anything so far about attaching the suffix ior and the rules?
So far, we didn't receive any questions. There are new students in the class. Lil, Javed, Charlie.
Geldiniz.
Hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. But there's no question, and don't forget you can just write your question when Julde is teaching the class, and we will answer them one by one at the end of the class, or maybe when we give these breaks. Phoenix asks a question. Bir dakika.
Can you explain why the changes to a D a bit more? Yeah, sure. Okay. So, to be honest, if you are asking the reason behind it, it has a linguistic reason. However, I will not go into that. It is enough to know that T becomes D when you attach the ER suffix, especially for these verbs. Because in the first place, it is easier to pronounce it. Because when you say gidiyor rather than gidiyor, it creates a harsh sound. I don't know how to explain it. And gidiyor is softer than gitiyor. So in the spoken language, probably years ago, Turks, when they speak in the present continuous tense with these verbs, the speech of them turned into D somehow, and it became a rule over time. But if you're asking about the attachment, I can explain it again. So the rule says, if the verb ends with T, when you attach the present continuous tense suffix ior, just turn this T into D. Because this is how Turks speak. Because this is the rule, simply. So, for example, git is to go, and T becomes D when I attach the present continuous tense suffix. I'm going to attach ior, and it will be gidiyor. At, to do, I will attach ior to that, and I will turn T into D, and it will become ediyor. Tat is to taste, ends with T, and I will attach the present continuous tense suffix ior, and T will become the tadıyor. I hope it's better now. There is not much verbs ends in T, so sometimes it's enough to know these three. Okay, if there is no question, I will continue with the use of present continuous tense. Is tutmak also concerned? Tutuyor. No. It is about these three verbs, especially. Tutuyor, it's quite okay. That you don't need to make it into the D. It's especially for these three. Understood, quite similar to Arabic. Okay. Okay, I will continue. All right. Now we will learn the use of şimdiki zaman, use of present continuous tense. Of course, as in English, we describe the actions we are doing in the present moment. So if I want to talk about the things I am doing just right now, I will use şimdiki zaman, present continuous tense. For example, şimdi Türkçe öğreniyorum. Şimdi Türkçe öğreniyorum. I am learning Turkish now. We are learning Turkish now. So I am talking about something that I'm doing right now. This is the first use of şimdiki zaman. And the second one. Although we aren't performing the action at the same time of the speech, we use this tense to describe the actions we were performing at that period. For example, nowadays, these days, this term, this year. So, there's an example. Yoğunuz, we are busy. Bugünlerde çok çalışıyoruz. We are working a lot these days. So, if you want to form a sentence that you are talking about a period that refers to these days, nowadays, this term, this year, this month, then you can use şimdiki zaman, present continuous tense. Yoğunuz, bugünlerde çok çalışıyoruz. We are working a lot these days. And another thing, we talk about our habits and daily routines with şimdiki zaman. So it may be a bit different than English. It can be confusing sometimes that we can talk about our habits, our daily routines in şimdiki zaman, present continuous tense in Turkish, and it's used commonly, frequently, to be honest, rather than simple present tense. So this tense can be used with the adverbs of frequency, like always, usually, never, sometimes, etc. Also, with the adverbs of time, such as every month, every summer, every year, blah, blah, blah. There is an example. Her sabah, every morning, bir fincan kahve içiyorlar. They are drinking a cup of coffee every morning. Normally, in English, you would say they drink a cup of coffee every morning. But in Turkish, it is most likely that Turkish people say it's in şimdiki zaman, present continuous tense. They are drinking a cup of coffee every morning. So it's better to keep these adverbs of frequency in Turkish and adverbs of time in mind, like her zaman, always, genellikle, usually, bazen, sometimes, her ay, every month, her yıl, every year. Her means every. Okay. Do you have any questions?
Javet asks, why the yumuşak G is always not pronounced in Turkish?
Yumuşak G, soft G actually makes the preceding vowel longer. For example, ağaç. Maybe I can write it here. It's not related to the topic, but I will just tell it. Ağaç means tree. When you say it, this soft G makes the preceding vowel or the vowel later to be pronounced longer. So I say ağaç, ağaç. So I pronounce the A longer. Okay. I hope it can answer your question. There's one more thing that I forgot, so I will duplicate it. Okay. Let's say yarın Ankara'ya uçuyorum. Okay. I am flying to Ankara. All right. There is one more use of şimdiki zaman. It is future arrangements. So if you plan something in the future that you will do, you can use şimdiki zaman, present continuous tense. For example, yarın Ankara'ya uçuyorum. I am flying to Ankara. Normally, it's in the future. It should be in the future tense. But in Turkish, you can also say it in şimdiki zaman. If it's very close future, I can say. So this was also another use of şimdiki zaman. Now, we will learn how to make affirmative sentences. The rule is, as I said before, we attach the suffix er, present continuous tense suffix, to the verb root. We first have the verb root and then present continuous tense suffix er, and then we will have personal endings. So these personal endings are for ben it's for sen it's sun, for o we do not attach anything, for biz it is uz, for siz it is sunuz, and for onlar it is lar. Normally these personal endings follow a four-way vowel harmony rule. However, for this present continuous tense, they are only seen with the vowel u. So it's quite easy. You just only know these personal endings, this one type of personal ending, one version of personal endings. For onlar, you may not attach anything, or if you want, you can attach the personal ending lar. It is optional. Now, let's see. We will have this rule with us, the vowel harmony rule and the present continuous tense suffix, and we will make sentences. First, if I want to say, I am drinking, let's try to form this sentence. I will first say I, which is ben. Then I will write my verb, drink. In Turkish, it is iç. What I'm going to do, according to the rule, I will attach the present continuous tense suffix. And iç has I as a last vowel. I will check my table. According to vowel harmony rule, I harmonizes with I, therefore I will attach the suffix ior. So it will be içiyor. Then the last step is attaching the personal ending, and I check my table again for ben. What is the personal ending for ben? It is So it will be içiyorum. Ben içiyorum. I am drinking. Let's do the same thing for sen. Let's say you are swimming. First, I will say you, which is sen. Then, according to the rule, I will write my verb, which is swim. In Turkish, it's use. And we will attach the tense suffix ior. I need to check my table for the vowel harmony rule, and I decide the best suffix that matches with the vowel harmony rule of use. It is ü, and according to the table, ü harmonizes with ü, of course, then therefore I will attach yor, and it will be yüzüyor. And the last step, I will attach the personal ending, and for sen, it is sun. Then I put sun. Sen yüzüyorsun. Sen yüzüyorsun. You are swimming. Okay. And let's say it is running. So to form this sentence, I will say first o, and then the verb run, which is koş, and I will attach the tense suffix. I decide which one. I look at the last vowel of the verb, which is o, and o harmonizes with u, and I attach uyor here. O koşuyor, and I need to normally attach the personal ending, but I look at the table, and for o doesn't require any personal ending, so I don't attach anything. So it becomes o koşuyor. O koşuyor. It is running. Do you have any question so far? Maybe you can try to do biz. We are writing a book. Would you like to try it in the comments? Wait a minute.
Let's see. We have 74 students right now. We start with 30, now we are 74. Hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. Şu anda 74 tane öğrenci var bu derste. Eğer sorunuz varsa lütfen chat kısmına yazın. Evet. We are writing a book. One of our students have tried it. Julia, I am showing it on the screen. Can you see?
Just
On the live screen. Yeah.
biz yazıyoruz. Okay.
Evet. Lanya has tried it.
Biz yazıyoruz kitap. Okay. Good. I am waiting for others if there's anyone to try. Biz kitap yazıyoruz. That's good. Good. Biz kitap yazıyoruz. Biz yazıyoruz. Biz kitap yazıyoruz. Perfect.
Evet. Bravo arkadaşlar.
Biz kitabı yazıyoruz. Okay, nice. Okay.
Gayet iyisiniz.
Yes, amazing. Good students. All right. Let's see. Okay, we are writing the book. First, I will say we, which is biz. Then I will say book, which is kitap. Now I will write my verb, write, which is yaz. Then I will attach my tense suffix yor, and yaz has a, therefore I will choose yor. It will be yazıyor. And the last step is attaching the personal ending, and I check the personal endings for biz, which is uz, and I will attach it. Biz kitap yazıyoruz. Biz kitap yazıyoruz. Okay. And for siz, let's say you are listening to music. First I will say siz, then I will write a music, then I will write my verb, which is dinle. If you remember, we said that if the verb ends with a or e, we drop these. So I will drop e, and I look at the rest of the verb, and the rest of the verb has e, and e harmonizes with e. Therefore, I will attach your. Then I will attach my personal ending for siz, which is sunuz, and it will be dinliyorsunuz. Siz müzik dinliyorsunuz. Siz müzik dinliyorsunuz. And the last one, onlar. They are sleeping. I will say onlar. And then I will write my verb, which is uyu. And again, if you remember, we said that if the verb ends with a vowel, we just attach your. So here, uyu ends with a vowel u, so I don't need to look at my table. I will just attach your. You can say onlar uyuyor. It's a complete sentence. They are sleeping. Or you can attach lar. It is optional. Onlar uyuyorlar. Onlar uyuyorlar. They are sleeping. One more important thing, you don't need to mention the subject of the sentence all the time. It is enough to say içiyorum, for example, because there is this personal ending that indicates the subject of the sentence. So the speaker will know who you are talking about. So you don't need to mention the subjects all the time. So you can just say içiyorum, yüzüyorsun, koşuyor, yazıyoruz, dinliyorsunuz, uyuyorlar. For maybe o and onlar, since you may not need to attach the personal ending for onlar, if you do not include the subject in the sentence, it can be confusing for the listener, that it can confuse it with o if there is no context. So if there's no context, it's better to mention onlar. Or if you don't want to mention the subject, it's better to attach the person ending lar for onlar, uyuyorlar. Okay, so it's your turn. There are some questions here. I want you to answer. I want you to make sentences in present continuous tense with affirmative sentences. O ne yapıyor? What is she doing? O ne yapıyor? What is he doing? Onlar ne yapıyor? What are they doing? And biz ne yapıyoruz? What are we doing? I will check your answers.
I wanted to put a timer, a countdown, but it didn't work as I wanted. So let's give 1 minute to everyone to write their answers in the chat, and then we will see the answers. Hadi bakalım. Cevaplarınızı bekliyoruz arkadaşlar. You have 4 questions to answer. You have 4 sentences to write. Jülde, şu anda bakıyorsun galiba cevaplara.
Yes. Çok güzel. O gitar çalıyor, gülüyor, o gülüyor. Yeah, I'm seeing. I'm checking. Biz televizyon izliyoruz, bla bla bla. Aferin, süper. Harikasınız. You're very good.
Harikasınız arkadaşlar. Süper. You guys deserve the nazar boncuğu.
Aynen.
Okay, I think we can continue.
Okay, let's see the answers. All right. O ne yapıyor? O gitar çalıyor. Or you can simply say gitar çalıyor. O ne yapıyor? O gülüyor. Or gülüyor. Onlar ne yapıyor? Onlar çalışıyor. Or çalışıyorlar. Biz ne yapıyoruz? Biz televizyon izliyoruz. Or you can simply say televizyon izliyoruz. Okay. Sen ne yapıyorsun? Siz ne yapıyorsunuz? What are you doing? Can you write in the chat box? I am curious.
Ben cevaplayabilirim. Ben kahve içiyorum.
Süper. Ben de cevaplayayım o zaman. Ben su içiyorum.
Çok güzel. Chris, ben ders çalışıyorum. Kolay gelsin Chris. Learn English smartly. Size görüyorum. O da güzel. Ama bunun yerine sizi izliyorum diyebilirsin. Daha iyi olur. Çay içiyorum. Arpi. Süper. Türkçe öğreniyorum. Maria. Claudia, ders çalışıyorum. Kolay gelsin. Let's see a few more comments and then we can continue. Adzam, ben Türkçe öğreniyorum. Mili, ben Türkçe öğreniyorum. Sebastian, sizinle çalışıyorum.
Süper.
Çok güzel. Çok güzel. Bravo
Ekrana bak.
arkadaşlar.
Ben oturuyorum ve çay içiyorum. Süper cevaplar. Perfect answers. We can continue. Okay. All right, let's learn forming negative sentences. So rule is the rule includes the negative suffix ma and me. Normally, the negative suffix is ma or me. However, for this present continuous tense, we drop a and e, and you can just remember it as m. So verb plus m plus present tense suffix, continuous tense suffix er, and the personal ending. So I will have my tables here. And now I will turn the sentences into negatives that we have just formed before. I am not drinking. So to say I am not drinking, I will say first ben, or I don't need to say it, doesn't matter. And then verb each. Then I look at the rule, and to make it negative, I need an M. Then the present continuous tense suffix yor. Ben içmiyor. And the last step is attaching the personal ending. So for ben, it's and I will say ben içmiyorum. Ben içmiyorum. I'm not drinking. You aren't swimming. So I will say sen, then the verb swim, use. And I look at the rule, I will attach am and the present continuous tense suffix miyor. Sen yüzmüyor, and the person ending sun. Sen yüzmüyorsun. You are not swimming. And for o, it isn't running. Would you like to try this? In the comments? It's not running. Koşmuyor, very good. Okay, good. Nicole koşmuyor, o koşmuyor, Chris koşmuyor, anne koşmuyor, koşmuyor. Adzam o koşmuyor. Perfect. Good job. Let's continue. Okay, for o, I will say it isn't running, o. Then the verb koş. Then am with the present continuous tense suffix muyor. O koşmuyor. And for biz, let's say we aren't writing a book. Biz kitap, and then the verb yaz. Then am and present continuous tense suffix yor, yazmıyor, and the person ending uz. Biz kitap yazmıyoruz. We aren't writing a book. You are not listening to music. Siz müzik, then the verb listen, dinle. As you remember, we were dropping e, but for this one, you don't need to drop it. So you will just say dinlemiyor. Siz müzik dinlemiyor, and the personal ending sunuz. Siz müzik dinlemiyorsunuz. You aren't listening to music. And for onlar, they are not sleeping. It has to be. Okay, they are not sleeping. Onlar uyumuyorlar. You can either say onlar uyumuyor or onlar uyumuyorlar. They are not sleeping. Okay, now let's make negative sentences. It's your turn to make negative sentences. Can you turn these affirmative sentences into negative? O gitar çalıyor. She's playing the guitar, but we are going to say she isn't playing the guitar. O gülüyor. He's laughing, but we will say he isn't laughing. Onlar çalışıyorlar. They are working. They are not working. Biz televizyon izliyoruz. And we will say We are not watching. I will be waiting for your answers. Good, RP, Lanya, Saima, Nicole. Your answers are very good.
Çok güzel. Most of our students are giving the right answers. Bravo arkadaşlar.
Good.
Süper. O gülmüyor. Çalışmıyor. Çalışmıyorlar. This is also correct.
Amazing. Good. Okay, let's see the answers. O gitar çalmıyor. Or gitar çalmıyor. O gülmüyor. He's not laughing. Onlar çalışmıyorlar. They are not working. Biz televizyon izlemiyoruz. We are not watching TV. Okay. Okay, how to form yes or no questions. So we will learn how to make questions. It's very easy actually. Again, we have the verb and we attach the tense suffix to the verb root. And now we are going to have a question particle. Question particle is for this tense is mu. Normally, it can follow four-way vowel harmony rule, and it can see it in the other subjects, other grammar topics as me, me, mu, mu. But for this one, it's only mu. And then we attach the personal ending to the question mu. Let's see. For example, let's try to form the question, am I drinking? Then I will write the verb ich, and I will attach the present continuous tense suffix ior. Then I will have the question particle mu, and then I will attach the personal ending to the question particle, which is As you see, I brought y in the middle. The reason why is two vowels together cannot stand in Turkish. So we need a buffer letter. And for this subject, for this grammar topic, the buffer letter is Y. So you put a buffer letter in between these two vowels. So you say, ben içiyor muyum? Ben içiyor muyum? Am I drinking? Let's see. Let's make this question. Are you swimming? Sen. We will say the verb, use. Then we will attach the present continuous tense suffix your. Then we will have the question particle mu. Then we will have the personal ending for sen, which is sun. Sen yüzüyor musun? Sen yüzüyor musun? Are you swimming? Let's do this for o. Is it running? Would you like to try this? I will read your comments. Is it running? Let's see. How would you say? Is it running in Turkish? Very good, Langel, Nicole, RP, Lanya, great. Winward, Maria, amazing.
Çok güzel. Claudia, Adzam. Harikasınız arkadaşlar. Bence ders anlamışlar.
Sevindim.
Evet.
Very hardworking students, clever students. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we are going to say, are we writing a book? So we said biz and kitap, and then we will have our verb yaz. Then we will attach the tense suffix yor. Then we will have the question mu and the personal ending. As you see, for biz it is uz. Therefore, we will need a buffer letter. It will be y again. And then we will attach the person ending. Biz kitap yazıyor muyuz? Are we writing a book? So let's say, are you listening to music? Siz müzik, and we have the verb dinle. As you remember, we drop it and attach the present continuous tense suffix ior. Then we will have the question mu and the person ending sunuz. Siz müzik dinliyor musunuz? And for onlar, we will say they are sleeping. Are they sleeping? We need to say.
O
Sorry, I am distracted. Somebody came into the room. So, are they sleeping? We'll make a question. Uyu. Then, if you remember, we do not put any vowel. We just say your. Then we will have the question mu. Onlar uyuyor mu? Are they sleeping? Or you can also say onlar uyuyorlar mı? In this case, the question will be mı. Onlar uyuyorlar mı? It follows four-way vowel harmony rule. So since lar has a, mı will be a. Okay. So can you make questions, please? Again, we have the same sentences and we will turn them into questions. I'll check your answers in the comments.
When you write in the chat, I'm going to bring the answers on the screen. O
Good.
gitar çalıyor mu?
Good, RP.
Aziz, Bereket. O gitar çalmıyor mu?
Yeah, Aziz made a negative question already. That's nice.
Yani, great. Gitar çalıyor mu?
Good,
Süper.
Maria, Lanya, Lengel. Very good.
Maria wrote all the answers.
That's nice.
Okay.
Let's continue. Let's see the answers. O gitar çalıyor mu? O gülüyor mu? Onlar çalışıyorlar mı? Or onlar çalışıyor mu? Biz televizyon izliyor muyuz? Okay. To make negative questions, we follow the same rule, but we write the verb negative. So, am I not drinking will be içmiyor muyum? Aren't you swimming will be yüzmüyor musun? Isn't it running will be koşmuyor mu? Aren't we writing a book? Kitap yazmıyor muyuz? Aren't you listening to music? Siz müzik dinlemiyor musunuz? And aren't they sleeping will be uyumuyorlar mı? Or onlar uyumuyor mu? As you see, I just brought the N to the verb. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
If you have any questions, please write in the chat. Okay. Televizyon. Evet. There's no question so far.
Why do we say mı, not mu, and what's the difference between them? Normally, the question particle follows four-way vowel harmony rule, so you can say it mı, mi, mu, mü. But since the present continuous tense suffix yor has o as the last vowel, when we bring the question particle, it manifests itself as mu for this topic. But for onlar, when you attach the personal ending lar to, for example, here uyumuyorlar, I need to bring the question particle mu mi mu mu according to the vowel harmony rule, and I need to look at the personal ending lar, and it has a in it, and a harmonizes with I. Therefore, I brought m here. There's no difference. It's just about the vowel harmony rule. Abraham, you can also say biz bir kitap yazıyoruz. It's also possible. But in Turkish, we do not have this strict articles a and the. Sometimes, it's especially for a, bir. So to say biz kitap yazıyoruz, biz bir kitap yazıyoruz, it's the same thing. Okay, I will continue. There is an important note. Stative verbs in Turkish are expressed with the present continuous tense, şimdiki zaman in Turkish. In English, normally you don't say them in present continuous tense, but in Turkish we say it. For example, to love, to hate, to want, to like, to know, and to believe. They are stative verbs. So, for example, if I want to say I love you, I will say it in present continuous tense, and it will be seni seviyorum. If I want to say I hate you, it will be in the present şimdiki zaman, progressive tense, and it will be senden nefret ediyorum. If I want to say I want ayran, it will be present continuous tense, ayran istiyorum. If I want to say I like you, senden hoşlanıyorum. I don't know, bilmiyorum. I believe you, sana inanıyorum. As you see in these sentences, there are some purple parts of the words of the sentences. These are the suffixes, the case suffixes like dative case, ablative case, locative case, accusative case. We haven't learned them yet, but these will be the next session's subject, so I do not go into that. But to learn them, keep in touch with us and follow the next session. So, this is the last exercise. There are some sentences, and I want you to write them in the chat box in Turkish. I gave the verbs here, if in case you don't know, and I want you to make sentences in present continuous tense.
Okay. Let's give 2 minutes for these sentences, and you guys can write them all in one go, so you can send them all together, or you can write one by one, however you like. Let's see, the answers are coming.
Great. I see good answers already.
güzel. Yapıyorlar.
Mhm. Nice. Yapmak and etmek. They are synonyms. Sen şimdi okuyorsun mu? I think you need to think about the order again. The person endings are always coming to the end of the sentence.
Evet.
Nice. Onlar kahvaltı ediyorlar. Perfect.
Most of the answers are correct. We're so proud of you guys. Okay. Far answered all of them. Çok güzel. Bakıyorum.
For she's crying, why do we have? Well, what is the person ending for that? Oh. But the rest looks perfect. Good job, Farah.
Bravo. Shall we answer it? Shall we answer them now?
Okay.
Let's
Sure.
see.
All right. Are you studying? Sen okuyor musun? I am reading a book. Ben kitap okuyorum. As you see here, okumak can mean to study and to read. They are having breakfast. Onlar kahvaltı ediyorlar. You can also say onlar kahvaltı yapıyorlar. Etmek and yapmak are the same thing. They have the same meaning. She is crying. O ağlıyor. We are learning Turkish. Biz Türkçe öğreniyoruz. Do you know Turkish? Sen Türkçe biliyor musun? Or siz Türkçe biliyor musunuz if you want to be formal or if you are referring to a plural you if you want to use it. Yes, I know Turkish. So, evet, ben Türkçe biliyorum. Okay, that was all. Thank you. I hope you learned present continuous tense. If you have any questions, you can just ask. That was all about this. Next time, we will cover the case suffixes.
Evet.
Don't miss it.
Thank you, Julde. We have one more part in the lesson, and we want to start the next part with a question to you guys. Let me share my screen now.
Mhm.
Okay. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we do.
Okay, great. Julde, I cannot see our students' questions, so if you can answer them, that will be great.
All right.
Okay. So, guys, first of all, I want to ask you if you like this lesson. Did you learn something new? How was this lesson? Please let us know. Okay. I'm also checking the answers.
Yeah, they say thank you very much. Teşekkürler.
Great, great.
Yes, evet. Perfect.
We're so happy that you guys liked the lesson. And we assume that you are really motivated to learn Turkish. That's why you stayed with us for 1 hour and you learned this I don't want to say difficult, but still it's not an easy topic. And you stayed here for 1 hour listening to Jules, the teacher, and you were really dedicated to learn more and to improve your Turkish. So the second question we have is, would you like to learn Turkish Would you like to learn more Turkish with us? Would you like to study more with us? Please write your answers in the comment. Julia, I can't see the comments. What are our students saying?
They say yes, evet, and they are
Okay.
already asking about the next lesson.
Okay, great. Okay then. We're gonna have live lessons on YouTube, but we have a better alternative for our students who want to study Turkish with us regularly on a deeper level. So we have our Turkish master courses for A1 level, A2 level, and B1 level. I'm sure some of the students who are watching this lesson are already our students in the courses, so they can write their experiences about the courses, if they liked it or not. But I want to introduce you our online courses today. So let's start. After finishing our courses, which means after you studied with Turkish master courses, what you will be able to do? Let's see. You will be able to understand Turkish series. You will be able to communicate with Turkish people easily. You'll make your Turkish girlfriend or boyfriend fall in love with you again. I think this one is important. You'll be able to live in Turkey without worrying if locals know English or not. So when you go out, you won't have to call your Turkish friend to ask for help again. You will be able to visit Turkey and not feel like a tourist. And you will feel confident speaking Turkish. So let's see what you will be able to get rid of if you study with our Turkish master courses, because this one is important too. You will be able to get rid of private one-on-one lessons or online group lessons. You will get rid of countless grammar books that you keep buying on Amazon. Turkish, you will be able to get rid of Turkish workbooks, and this one is also important. You won't spend hours on YouTube watching free content. You'll get rid of the feeling of you're not learning deep enough with Duolingo, Busuu, or any other language learning program. And you will stop searching for natives who can answer your questions on the internet, and so much more. The things that I listed here literally cost a fortune, like private lessons, grammar books, Turkish workbooks, spending hours on YouTube watching free content. Maybe this doesn't cost you anything, but it costs you your time. And I think that's more valuable than your money. And all the other things can cost you a fortune. What we want to offer you is a complete program, a complete platform for you to study Turkish with everything you need. So let's see exactly what Turkish master courses are all about and what you can expect from the courses. So right now we have our A1 level Turkish course. It has 6 units and 18 sections. We have A2 level Turkish course, again, same, 6 units and 18 sections. And we're gonna have our B1 level Turkish course. Right now, we are running a pre-sale program for our B1 level course, and we are offering a $100 discount on this. We're gonna publish the lessons on 15 July, but the price of the course will also increase on 15 July. So that's why if you are above A2 level, you can enroll from now and save $100 from the course. What will you get? So the first thing you will get is grammar lessons, grammar video lessons in 4K quality. You will have exercises after each lesson, real-life dialogue videos, which will show you how natives use the grammar topics you learn in the lessons. You'll have vocabulary lists. You'll have 724 open Turkish chat room. It's their Zoom room. You'll have ebooks. You'll have reading exercises, listening exercises. You will have a private Telegram group. You will access to a private Telegram group where you can interact with other learners. You'll have our daily support. You will have lesson summaries after each lesson, vocabulary verb conjugation sheet, again, unlimited access to the course. You'll get a finishing certificate and study plans. There's so many things here. Let's go one by one, okay? I know we might be confused with so many elements here. So the first thing, where we have these lessons where Julie teaches you the most important grammar lessons in each level. For example, this lesson was about nominal sentences, and they're not 30 minutes long grammar lessons where you're gonna get bored. They are very interactive and the graphics are amazing, so it doesn't bore you. Then another important thing is that you will have grammar exercises, interactive grammar exercises after each lesson. So when you answer these questions, you will be able to see if you answered them correctly or if they're wrong. You'll have reading paragraphs and exercises, again, listening exercises, and you will also have end of the unit quizzes. So think about the grammar book that you buy. You have all of these things, except you don't have videos. You probably study with a private tutor, and then you try to study with your grammar book by yourself. So what we offer you is, let us help you. Let us help you study Turkish. Let us show you what you did wrong and what you can improve, because we will also be supporting you. Their writing practices, we ask you basic questions, and then when you answer them in the comment section, our teacher Nehir answers and corrects your writing. Let's see what is in Turkish Mastercard's toolkit. We have vocabulary sheet where you can write the new vocabulary that you learned. We have verb conjugation sheet for you to conjugate the verbs with each person. We have study plans, and we have PDF lesson summaries that Jules wrote for you. It has amazing graphics and designs. I'm sure you're going to love them. One of the other important parts of our course is the private Telegram group that we have. In this group, students write their questions, their wins, their loses, and it's an amazing community of Turkish learners where everyone helps each other. And you don't have to ask questions to random people on the internet. We have our teachers there, and they answer your questions daily. And then we're also giving you Travel Guide to Istanbul ebook for free as a bonus. And we also have Turkish Immersion Culture ebook. These are amazing ebooks that you won't be able to find anywhere else on the internet. Another thing that we love about our course and students love about our course is the real life dialogues. In this video series, we're gonna show you how native Turkish speakers use the grammar topics that you learn in daily conversations in a natural way. And I think that's the most important thing, because what lacks when you study with a grammar book is you don't know how natives use it unless like you watch many Turkish dramas and series. But even in the Turkish series and dramas, they're not organized. They're not presented to you in an organized way. There's so many things going on, and I'm sure you get confused. So we're trying to use only the grammar topic that you learn in these lessons so you don't get confused. Of course, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's literally no risk for you to enroll in the course. In the first 30 days, if you don't like the course for any reason, you can send an email to info@turksha.com and ask for a refund. As I said, we have native teacher support. We're going to be supporting you on your Turkish learning journey. This is me, Can, Jülide, and this is Nehir. And another thing is that you will have a lifetime access to the materials. So you don't have to worry about not being able to study with the materials soon, because you will literally be able to study anytime you want. Maybe you're going to get busy after a month and you won't be able to study Turkish for a month, right? No worries, because you will have these lessons and materials all the time. So let's see one more time what you're getting with the course. Lessons, grammar exercises, dialogue videos, interactive exercises, Telegram group, ebooks, cheat sheets, finishing certificates, PDF summaries. And the total value of our course is actually $2,500. But we are offering you an amazing price, which is $249 if you enroll today. So let's see again I'm sure you guys have questions about the prices. I want to answer them here. So our A1 course is $249, and you can also pay with 2 installments. Again, our A2 course is $249, and you can pay it with installments. We have our B1 course, which is in the pre-sale program. So when you enroll in B1 course right now, you won't be able to see the lessons right away. You need to wait 1 more month, and we're going to publish the lessons on 15th July. But the good part about that is you're going to get a $100 discount. As you can see, other courses are ready now, and they're $249. So if you are above A2 level, you can enroll in our B1 course from now. So I want to answer your questions now. If you have any questions, you can write in the chat, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. Let's see your questions. Okay. Do you have learning books? Farah, we don't have books right now, but we have PDF lesson summaries, and we're going to make them into an ebook for you guys. So it's going to be like a workbook that you can print and study.
Haris says, can we see any samples? To see
Yes, sure.
to watch, to see the sample of grammar lessons, you can go to the course link, and there's this preview unit. You can see a free PDF there, free exercises, grammar exercises, listening, readings, and the grammar video that I teach. So you need to check the course link.
And the link is attached. It's pinned on the live chat, but I'm sending it again on the chat. Okay. So Lozine asks, how many hours are the lessons daily? So our course is a self-paced course, which means we don't have Zoom classes, we don't have live classes. So we have videos, and you can watch these lessons, those videos, in your free time. So you can create your own study plan, because most of our students are busy professionals. They have their jobs, they're working in the day, and then when they come home, they study with our course. So we have students from all around the world, and if we want to make a live class, probably we wouldn't have so many students like this.
The grammar lesson videos are approximately 20 minutes. Some of them 15 minutes, some of them 25. And there are 6 units, and each unit has 3 sections. So you can imagine how many hours could it be.
Can we watch this video later on YouTube? Yes, Yusuf, for sure. We're gonna save this video and publish it on YouTube, so you can check it out. Tamam, anladım kankam. Açıklama için teşekkürler. Ne demek? Harika. Do you guys have any other questions? Let's see. If you have any questions that you want to ask, but you had to leave maybe right now and you couldn't ask your question, you can send an email to info@turkish.com, or you can send a DM on our Instagram page, and we'll answer you as soon as possible. So I think no one else has questions, and we can end the lesson for today. Julde, is there anything that you want to tell?
Thank you for participating. Thank you for listening to me. I hope to see you in the next session.
Thank you so much arkadaşlar. Thanks for being with us and learning with us today. And see you in the next lesson. Görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın.
Görüşürüz. Bye bye.
Bye bye.